Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So guys, we're gonna look at Insider here for some real foolishness today. And guys, we've heard this whole narrative about women are starting more businesses than ever before and are out earning men when it comes to starting businesses and blah blah. But it's all BS, guys. All right, women might start more businesses, but they fail. Okay, men, we start businesses, more of them succeed, and we earn more as business owners also. Plus, men employ people. Okay, a woman will start like an online boutique where she like sells fake hair or whatever and consider that a business. A guy will start a restaurant. A guy will start a construction company. A guy will open a store where he has employees that kind of adds to his local economy, right? So that's what men do. And guys, we have an article here from Insider called "I Quit My Job to Follow My Dreams After Failing Miserably. Here's What I Learned." And this is by Connie Chung, who's a millennial modern woman. So we're going to jump into this, guys. But before we do, please remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment. It really helps to keep this channel going. Hit the notification bell and check the community tab for the lives. Guys, look at this. I quit my job at Google to start a company, but 5 months after leaving, I hadn't done much. So she jumps in it like immediately, right? How she just failed monumentally. Okay, it was a huge disappointment when I couldn't keep up with the small goals that I set for myself. I changed my mindset and discovered unexpected joys, which led to my new approach to my career. Okay, goodbye. I'm off to pursue my lifelong dreams of becoming a startup founder. Guys, what kind of statement is that? Who at like 7 years old goes, I want to be a startup founder? Like, seriously. Like, guys are like, I want to be a fireman, a police officer. I want to be a judge. I want to be an astronaut. And she's saying she has a lifelong dream of wanting to be a startup founder. Okay, anyways. Okay, so she said, I wrote this in an email last year addressed to everyone I knew at Google, where I worked at the time. I was ready to become a svelte, stylish entrepreneur who went on fabulous vacations. So, guys, sidebar. She's already starting out wrong, right? I was ready to become a svelte, stylish entrepreneur who went on fabulous vacations. That's not how business owners are. When you start your own business, guys, you know it's going to be hard. It's going to be sacrifice. There's not going to be any trips or vacations, or you're going to work 70, 80, 90 hours a week and barely make any money for the first couple of years or whatever. That's just how men are. That's how men approach this, right? We understand that it's a lot of work. Well, starting a business is a lot of work, but at best, it's a lot of work at the beginning that'll pay off and ease up after towards the end, right? Okay. I had enough savings to just start a company in 2 years. I told myself, before going back to work. 5 months later, I was in bed watching TV, wearing the same pajamas I'd had on for days, with a startup business proposal mostly forgotten. So she just had a proposal. She didn't do anything. Look at that. With a startup business proposal mostly forgotten. That means she didn't even get an LLC going. She didn't do anything. And guys, this is the difference between men and women. And they always try and say, oh, there's a gap of some kind. I told you guys in a previous video, the only reason why they try and say that there's a gap of any kind, a wage gap, a happiness gap, a loneliness gap, is because they try and justify women's knuckleheaded behavior, right? I tried everything to motivate myself. So the worst part is I even planned for failure. I crave the heartbreak we're all inspired by. Not us over here, right, guys? Oprah Winfrey, when she got demoted as a news reporter. Sarah Blakely, who bombed the LSAT twice before founding Spanx. And Min Jin Lee, the author of Pachinko, who had 2 manuscripts rejected before publishing her first book 12 years after quitting her job as a corporate lawyer. Brimming with Instagram wisdom, I believed even the smallest changes could be transformative. I would start with 2 minutes a day on my startup, knowing that soon I'd be coding for hours on end. I set a rule for watching Netflix only on the treadmill, like Ariana Huffington, believing that before long I would run my first marathon. Desperate, I tried every hack. I subscribed to a web development platform. I tried limiting my time working after reading about a guy who went to the gym for weeks but didn't allow himself to work out and then lost 100 pounds. I tried rewarding myself with a massage for meeting certain deadlines. Guys, let's sidebar here, right? Desperate, I tried every hack. Anyone that's constantly trying hacks, guys, is lazy because they're trying to cut corners. That's all the concept of a hack is saying, look, it's not just an easier way to do it, but it's a way to cut corners. Guys, a lot of times success, there is no cutting corners. You got to get in and you got to do the hard work. And this is one thing guys know. If you're going to start a construction business, it means that you are going to bust your butt, man. That's just the way it works. But you're not going to be on. Think about any man, any self-respecting man that's going to be trying to find TikTok hacks to start his construction business. Come on, man. Come on. Anyways, I still have a backache from how little I worked. Look at that. Compounding my shame was the guilt of knowing that time off was a privilege most Americans couldn't afford. A gap year, while possible for college students or millennial tech workers, is a luxury for most Americans whose median bank account balance is about $5,300. Guys, once again, sidebar, guys, please, if you're successful and you're doing well, don't do this guilt crap. Enjoy your success, right? Guys, if you're doing successful and there's people in your family or like acquaintances that are struggling, whatever, don't have some type of like success survival's guilt where you feel bad because you made good decisions and you have a better work ethic. I have a video on that, the success survivor's guilt. I'll drop that in the description box. Anyways, here we go. I started having fun. Painfully and with much pleading, I broke up with my dreams. Then something weird happened. I had a lot of fun. So basically, these dreams didn't matter to her in the first place. Because if you really had dreams, guys, you would never give up on them this easy, okay? Look at this. I handmade cards for people I appreciated, which filled me with unexpected delight. I joined the gym and ran the fastest mile of my life. It felt like I was flying. A new experience because I was overweight for most of my childhood. Never did I think this is a step towards a greeting card business. Never did I say that if I improve by 20 seconds a week, I'll eventually hit a 6-minute mile. It was glorious that there were no goals, zero expectations. Guys, sidebar again. Can you imagine being a man and living with no goals and zero expectations? Guys, this is the privilege that women have in our society. This is the privilege that women have in our society. Men cannot live this way. If we do, we end up living under an overpass, right? Recently, a friend also quit her job. She's been in therapy for anxiety about spending time off incorrectly. There's no wrong way, I almost told her. Except there is. The wrong way is dictating what must happen and believing you failed if it doesn't go as planned. When you do fail, if you have a plan, guys, you're saying, in 6 months, I want to lose 15 pounds. And at the end of those 6 months, you haven't done it, you failed. Anyways, I changed my attitude. 7 months after leaving my corporate job, I tried a new approach. Instead of pouring my energy and savings into finding a product market fit for a startup I liked only in theory, I devoted my attention to finding a life fit with activities where working hard felt purposeful and joyous. Guys, sidebar. Guys, put in the comments if you work a job that you truly find purposeful and joyous. Guys, men, we don't have this concept of having a job that's joyous. We need to make our money and go the hell home. Okay? Do they really think that these guys that are crawling in sewers and climbing skyscrapers and stuff and doing all of the hard work, guys that are working 75, 80 hours a week to try and make partner out of law firm, guys who are, on these oil rigs and stuff, they really think that men find that work joyous? But it pays. And it's like, that's the difference in the mindset of a man working and a woman. And that's why they all, that small difference in mindset, that intangible, is what they always try and attribute to some gap, right? And it's bullshit. Okay. My entrepreneurial setback was an opportunity to be a novice again. I began sampling careers from writing to nonprofit work to real estate management. I'm not sure where I'll land, but I'm learning things every day. And this is going from working from Google, guys, having a damn good job working at Google, to spending 7 months just screwing around and then trying to be a friggin' real estate manager. Please. Sometimes it's a terrifying choice. There's a nagging fear that I've let down my family and myself. And I'm pushing back retirement and depleting everything I've worked for just to take a break I don't deserve. In these moments, I'm hopeful that stepping back from one career might be a step closer to another, where late retirement is desirable, where meaningful work can sustain a longer period of productivity. If that turns out to be the same job I had before, so be it. But it never hurts to take a look around. I'm trying to do so with as much openness and curiosity as possible. So, guys, she quit her job to try and do some startup, which she hadn't even really planned, and ended up just sitting on her ass for 7 months, 8 months. I think she said a year. Right? And hasn't learned a damn thing. You can see that when she says, there are times where I feel guilty. There's a nagging fear that I've let myself down. So she knows what reality is. She knows that she screwed up, that she made a bad choice. But all of this, women empowerment, go girl, my truth mindset BS is helping her to have denial, right? Guys, don't ever deal with a woman that's like this. I don't care if it's an acquaintance. I don't care if it's a girl who you're dating, whatever. These women who will just quit a good job at Google and then just flutter around through life, guys, you can't be around them. You can't. Because they're going to want to try and make you do the same thing. Okay? And it's just not good for your future. So, all right, you guys, this is AJ. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've ever dealt with this type of woman before. This free thinking, woo. I'm going to make handmade cards and all this crap type of person. So, all right, you guys. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.